post that. Go small caps. Boom. Done. I'm just going to post on social media quick. Let's see. Copy. All right. Then we'll go AMC, GameStop. We'll go XTNT, FSR. What's going on? Hope you guys had a great trading day out there. OCGN. All right, that's posted. I believe. Let's see here. Cool. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Did that not post? You guys are enjoying it. I don't think that posted. Hold on. AMC game, FSR, XTNT, OCGN. Okay, there we go. That's posted. Let's go live on TikTok. Alright, cool. That always happens. What's going on, guys? Hope you guys are having a great trading day out there. Hopefully you guys had a great week, a great month. Here, Michi. Where is my glasses? Where's my glasses? Yeah, you're gonna want out, and you're gonna want back in. I know it. One sec, guys. Alright, well, I don't know where I put my glasses. That's all well. That's fine. Hopefully you guys are having a great trading day out there. Hopefully you guys had a great month, a great week. We're going to go over today's date here really quick. We'll give you about 20, 30 more seconds to get on in here. Gosh, these Costco vitamin waters are extremely sweet. I don't know how they do it, but it's probably not good. All right, guys. Yeah, so, today's a red day, but the reason being is I accidentally held GameStop short overnight, and that was kind of the problem. I didn't mean to hold GameStop short overnight. I actually tried to get out of it, and I kind of forgot about it, and I had to cover it, and I literally was like on the cover button, and I thought I got out of everything, but I didn't. And so yeah, you can see that GameStop short I held overnight, and I had to cover just out of the gates, luckily, because I squeezed to like 145. But that's just trading. But you know what? This was needed, guys. I needed to go through this. It was a nice refresher. It was a very, very nice refresher to kind of like have everything come down and like. It's been a crazy 2 months. It's been a crazy year. For the year, we're up over $8.5 million. And more importantly, the percentage is what matters, which is about 700% or so on the account. And always think percentages, don't think P&L. I don't try and say P&L, but I'm always going to be transparent and honest with you guys. And then I go up and down. And yesterday, we had $500,000 red day. So I'm always going to be honest and transparent with you guys. No matter what the circumstances, I owe that to you guys as I'm, obviously someone that some of you guys look up to, maybe not all, but as a teacher and a mentor, I'm always going to be transparent in what I do. And, yeah, guys. So, today I literally didn't really do a whole lot. I'm going to be honest. I didn't trade a whole lot. I wasn't really thinking about a whole lot. I kind of just, and not only that, when you hold overnight for whatever reason on Trade Zero, if you hold overnight, they don't let you use the buying power the next day. So I don't really like holding overnight a whole lot on Trade Zero. I usually use that for my inherited IRA, which I think in the inherited IRA we're up pretty solid as well. I don't really include that in any of my P&Ls and profits. I just kind of do that on the side. But consistency is key in there. I'm consistently trying to get better at my multi-day and multi-week swing trades. And so yeah. But hopefully you guys had a great trading day out there. It was a solid month, a solid year so far. And as we continue to get better and push and continue to push and push, we're always going to make mistakes and, we always got to learn from them. And today was a very strong learning day for me. I just kind of sat around and I kind of didn't have I wasn't trying to push things and I wasn't trying to get into GameStop. And I was just you know what, let's just kind of come down. Let's just take a second to breathe and take in everything that I've done and come back Monday stronger than ever. Come back in a new month stronger than ever. And that's really going to be the goal. So today, I learned a lot about myself and just kind of, when I have big red days, I only was able to use about 400,000 or 500,000 of my buying power because of that overnight that I accidentally held on GameStop. But, with that being said, obviously, I wasn't really trading with a whole lot of size. You can see that on my positions, but it was kind of needed, and I didn't push. And Marcel, you can check the link in the description below. This is the brokerage that I use. You guys, if you're interested in my brokerage that I use, you have to click the link in the description. It says brokerage that I use, and then it says trade, and you'll see it there. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and go over today and go from there. Okay? All right, let me just log into this quick here. What's going on, TikTok? So basically what I'm doing is I'm just going over the recap today. Those guys are live with me. You can join me on YouTube Cam the Man, YouTube Cam the Man. That's where my screen share is. So let's go to reports. Okay. So I didn't upload the past couple of days. Jordan actually helped me figure out how to upload from my brokerage to Trade Zero again because I guess it's you can do that. I didn't know that. With the other brokerage that I was using, E-Trade, I wasn't able to upload it very well. So I wish that I had my entire account challenge on here. I have my TD on here, and then the E-Trade, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get E-Trade live on here because it wouldn't upload. But I have Trade Zero and TD, but not E-Trade. E-Trade we did about 3.5 to 4 million in profits, but that's not on here. So, but anyways, this is just kind of the trades, and I just kind of been going up and up, and I haven't really taken a big loss until yesterday for the past 2 months. My biggest loss was 141,000 on one day. Until yesterday, we did about 415,000 realized in losses, and then today we're down to 97. So, these things happen, but it was actually, I know it sounds crazy, but it was actually kind of a blessing to kind of have that happen to me, just kind of get a reset button on me, a recheck, and kind of get everything going again, kind of feel, how I'm doing and kind of feel what I'm working with. And as a trader, you're always kind of fighting yourself emotionally and psychologically. And this was kind of just a good kind of loss, and it was well worth the money to kind of just come down and just today was just a reflection day. Today was a day of reflection on the previous month, on this month, and on the upcoming month. And just realizing, sizing down isn't the end of the world. On Thursday, I made big mistakes, and I know exactly what I did wrong, and we'll move on. Those mistakes you learn from. The reality is it's good to make mistakes, at least for me anyways, because when I make mistakes, I go back and look at what I did, and I got away from my rules, I got away from my plan, I got away from my process. And when I do that, I make mistakes. I don't have any conviction. And when you don't have any conviction, you're not going to be able to size up. And if you are sized up, not convicted, then you're going to have bad problems because you're probably going to hold on to things and not take things off properly. And then you're going to get an emotional blunder and lose after lose after lose and keep sizing up. And, that's just, like I always say, that's trading. I'm really grateful that I had that happen to me, even though it sounds crazy. It was nice to kind of reflect. I even got a little mod pizza today, just to kind of it was just a different day today. It felt good. I was on my phone a little bit, just kind of doing some social media stuff, and it was just nice to kind of just zen down. I just watch how things are reacting and look at the market and kind of look at CCIV and Tesla and SPY and, look at XTNT and FSR and just kind of just take it all in, soak it all up, right? Soak it all up and enjoy what I'm looking at, enjoy what I'm doing, and just realize that, I'm very blessed and very fortunate to be able to do what I'm doing, and I'm even more blessed to be able to hopefully give you guys some knowledge and some learning power to hopefully, give to you guys to learn from me, Reality is, you're never going to trade exactly like me, but if you can learn a little bit from me, every one person that can learn a little bit more and a little bit more, that makes my day 10 times over than the amount of money that I'm making, because I really just try and do this to inspire you guys and motivate you guys, to show you guys that it just takes a little bit of money to make it into a lot. If you guys don't know, I've taken 1,000 into over $13 million now in 209 business days. If it wasn't for that $400,000 loss yesterday, we'd be over $14 million in profits. But I'm doing this all just to inspire and to motivate and to show you guys that you don't need a lot to make a lot, right? And you don't need to be some crazy genius either, if you start looking at my P&L, you might not be able to relate to me. But everything else about me, I'm just a normal person, I know that I'm driven, and I know the time that I put in, and I know the kind of work ethic that I have, and I wish that I could show you guys and see kind of the work ethic and the amount of studying that I do, because every day, guys, I reflect on my trades. I look at charts. I look at YouTube. I'm looking at different studying materials just to constantly try and learn. And the most valuable thing that I could tell you is, if you can't afford anyone's courses or you can't afford to pay for anything, which is totally fine, I just go back and look at stock price action, guys. Price action is how you make money. It doesn't matter anything else what anybody, all filings and read the earnings. And sure, you can make money doing that. But all these things, there's only one thing that makes you money in stocks, and that's price action, right? The time and sales and the earnings and things like that can reflect on price action, but the number one thing that every trader looks at, no matter what, the only way to make or lose or any kind of thing in life financially, to do anything with the stock market, you have to understand price action. And that is why I focus so hard on price action and charts and setups and catalysts and, things like that. It's always just a study time for me. Even on the weekends, I'll go back and reflect on some of the trades that I made, like I will this weekend. You guys don't really get to see the kind of work ethic that I put in, and I'm just telling you guys what I do, and it's up to you to believe me or not. It doesn't matter either way. It doesn't change my life if you believe me or not. I'm already obviously doing crazy things, and it really doesn't affect me in any way if you get some haters that don't believe you or you get some people that do believe you. The reality is I just stay in my lane, and I have a great life. And there's a great quote, the haters out there are usually the supporters that don't even realize that they're supporting you. And there's some other good quotes. I was watching this conference the other day, but either way, it's up to you to put the DD in. I'm on here every day, fully transparent. I've spent tons of YouTube videos showing you guys that my account is live. I've made execution trades just to prove to you guys that it's real. But yeah, it sounds insane. It sounds crazy, and it's up to you to put the DD and look to see, what I'm doing. And it's just been a blessing to get this far, and as a trader, I'm only going to push for farther and farther moves and just continue to get better and better as a trader. So hopefully you guys out there are enjoying, but let's kind of just go over, I don't know. So you can see here, where do we look at the calendar? Ouch. So here's my detailed trades, total gains and losses. My largest loss was on GameStop short. I'm trying to get the calendar up. See if I can find the calendar here. And there it is. So here's a month, 2 red days on the month. Really, that's pretty incredible. Other than that, it hasn't uploaded past, my screen won't allow. Hasn't uploaded Thursday and Friday. These are 2 red days, so we would have had only 2 red days, or we would have had only, 2 red days on the month if we could have kept it green. But Scott Trader, yeah. And that's another thing. I started to realize that too, and I'm not going to lie, that really hit strong with me. I'm starting to do things that like these big time professional. I can't even believe I'm saying that, but these big time professional athletes, and I was like looking at Mike Trout, one of the highest paid contracts in the major leagues, and like I'm right there. It's pretty incredible. Doesn't mean that I'll end the year like that, and maybe I'll surpass it. Maybe I'll double it or triple it. Obviously my goal is just to continue to get better. I always focus on plan, process, and strategy, and good things will come. I don't focus on trying to make big-time money. It just, if I stick to my plan, my process, my strategy, I continue to study and continue to learn in the markets, then good things will come, and that's how I trade. I'm not just like, hey, let's just make this, and I started to realize, like, wow, I'm starting to do that, and that was pretty incredible, but yeah. So, dream big, guys. That's all I can say. Dream big. Yeah, I know. I'm going to fix my camera. I'll probably move into the new place fully. I don't know when, but at some point when I do, I'll have a new camera and all that good stuff, and a new computer, and we should be good to go. It'll be a much nicer setup. Even though this setup's pretty nice, it's going to be a pretty insane setup. GameStop, yeah, CCIV I took out of the gates, a little long. Took that off for a nice $8,000 winner. KOSS, small scalp. EH, could have been a bigger winner, but I wasn't able to take it off. There was a bigger winner there on EH. CCIV, another small winner, and then ACG and CCIV towards the close. I took a little losses on. I basically didn't. Am I selling the setup? No. I might sell my setup, but we'll see. I don't know. I doubt it. Probably. Well, I'm gonna sell it, but probably not to anybody online. I'll probably sell it to a friend or something. Yeah, guys, so 30% of my portfolio is in Tesla and Roku. Yeah, that's very, very high risk right there, Shaner. Hopefully you're in low, but that's very, very volatile stuff for a long-term portfolio. Do you think CCIV will make a Fubo type move? Yeah, I think the CCIV has the same kind of opportunity as Fubo. Yeah, I do. So we can go over Fubo. Let's see here. So, yeah, I think it's going to be pretty similar to CCIV type move. That's what I do think. I think CCIV is going to make a similar move to Fubo. So this is Fubo. We had this huge move down, and then we had a breakdown down here, and then we started to kind of consolidate and re-rip back up. That's kind of what I think CCIV is going to do. I really do like CCIV, even long term. I really like Lucid Motors. There's belief that they could be a fraud and all this, but that's with any company, guys. Any company are gonna have that problem. But CCIV, that I looked at their cars, and I looked at like their product, and I looked at how clean they are, and the time and the effort they put into those things, and the advantages that they have, and I really do think they're next level, man. I think that they're the only ones out there that can compete with Tesla. Fisker's one thing. They're right there too, but I think Lucid Motors is, I think, the secondary lead dog behind Tesla. It's either FSR or Lucid Motors, in my opinion. But Lucid Motors, man, it's a rock solid company. It's a rock solid idea that they have. Those guys on TikTok and join my YouTube Cam the Man, YouTube Cam the Man. Those of you guys on TikTok and join my YouTube Cam the Man, YouTube Cam the Man. I'm live right now on YouTube. Screen sharing, but yeah, I think it's CCIV. It has that kind of setup. So it'll be interesting to see what happens to this one on Monday. I'm actually long it in my inherited IRA with about a 29.70 average, I think 29.60, and then a little bit in my Vanguard as well. But it's came down a lot. I think that they're going to have incredible long-term potential. And I think, they could easily be like a 100 billion or 200 billion market cap within the next 3, 4, 5 years maybe. But we'll see. Nothing's ever for sure. So, but anyways, guys, other than that, guys, today was a kind of just a good relaxer kind of day, kind of a good come down day, kind of a good breathing kind of day. And that's really all I have today, guys. So I'm not, as always, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. Trade at your own risk. Have a plan, a process, and a strategy. Because I'm just a retail trader. I'm just a normal guy. So I'm not a financial advisor. So everybody knows that. Trade at your own plan. Have proper risk, and have a plan, a process, and a strategy that works for you. My free chat's in the link in the description below. My course teaching my processes in the link in the description below. Yes, I do have a course. You can check that out. My brokerage that I use as well is in there. Brokerage, 2 free stocks. There's a brokerage that is linked. It gives you stocks that are valued up to $1,400. Scanner software and all that other good stuff is all in the links in the description below. So check all that out. Other than that, guys, have a great weekend, guys. Stay safe out there. Enjoy your weekend. Study, study, study. Grind, grind, grind. Nothing ever pays. Nothing is more valuable than knowledge and studying. So continue to have a great weekend and enjoy your guys' weekend. As subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Click the icon to alert if I'm making new videos. Like the channel as well. Goes a long way at NorMacNoTrading.com. And I'll see you guys next week. Okay, stay safe out there, team. Study, study, study. Enjoy your weekend. And I'll see you guys next week. All right, cheers, team. Go Hawks.